Good morning to all. I am Dr.B.Angelin, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology at Dr. S.N.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. Now I am going to discuss the topic classes in Java. This is the content. What is a class? Concrete classes, abstract classes, final classes, inner classes, utility classes, data transfer objects, entity classes. What is a class? In Java, a class is a blueprint or template for creating objects. It serves as a fundamental building blocks of object-oriented programming, encapsulating both data in the form of field or variables, behavior in the form of method or functions that define the characteristics and actions of an object. Concrete classes. Concrete classes in Java are classes that can be instantiated to create objects. They provide a specific implementations for all their methods, meaning they define the behavior for all methods declared in their class hierarchy. Concrete classes can be directly used to create instances or objects, allowing developers to instantiate them and work within their instance. Before we are going to next class, first we could understand what is a class. Class is a grouping of objects. Number of objects it will be going to group. It's called a class. Abstract classes. Abstract classes in Java are classes that cannot be instantiated directly and may contain abstract method, which are method without implementation. Abstract classes serve as a partial blueprints or templates for other classes to extend and implement. They define common behavior and characteristics that subclasses can inherit and extend while leaving a certain method to be implemented by the subclasses. Here, the abstract class, the main classes is deriving the subclasses. The abstract classes is a partial blueprints or template. The abstract classes cannot be initiated direct abstract methods. Without abstract classes, we are not going to implement. We are not going to implementation level. Final classes. Final classes in Java are classes that cannot be subclassed or extended. Once a class is declared as a final, it cannot have any subclass. Final classes are often used when the class design is complete and there is no need for further extension or modification. Marking a class as a final prevents other classes from inheriting from it, ensuring that its behavior and functionality remain unchanged. Here, the final class, it defining the subclass, finally it will be finished. The subclass will not be modified or changed. Inner classes. Inner classes, also known as nested classes, or class defined in another classes in Java. They provide a way to logically group classes and interfaces within the scope of another classes, allowing for better organization and encapsulation of code. Here, the inner classes have a nested class. It means the base class deriving the subclass. The subclass contain having two another classes. The two another classes is called a nested classes. The subclass is called a inner classes. Utility classes. Utility classes, also known as helper classes or utility functions, are classes that contain static method for performing common tasks or operations that do not require an instance of the class. These classes typically provide a set of static methods that perform specific functions or operations such as mathematical calculation, string manipulations, file operations, and more. Data transfer object. Data transfer objects are objects used to encapsulate data and transfer it between different layers or component of an application. They serve as a communicate mechanism between different parts of a software system, allowing data to be exchanged in a structured format. Entity classes. Entity classes, also known as the domain objects or model objects, or classes that represent entities or objects within a domain model in the context of software development entities. Thank you.